Welcome to PetPixacademy show, friends. Expect to meet amazing furry parents, very talented pet fashion clothing designers, and incredible pet experts from all around the world. We also are so proud we not only ranked top 1% globally podcast, we made it to top 10 podcasts in US and top 2 in multiple countries. My name is Vasi. I'm a professional photographer and I'm going to be sharing with you incredible tips and tricks on how you can take fantastic fun pictures, videos, grow your social media, or if you have a business, we will grow it together. Expect, friends, that you are going to meet incredible furry babies. You're going to meet the beauty, their adventure, pet fashion, and so much more. So the show begins. Hello, friends, and welcome to everyone who is watching this video or listening this podcast. So I decided that it is time for a special edition. So here and there, PetPix will create not only an audio version of it, but a video. And today, this is the day when I'm very excited to welcome my very dear friend, Ali. She's an incredible nutritionist who specializes in helping 2 legs humans and also 4 legs for baby, which is really unique. This is actually, I would say, our second podcast. And what is really unique is that you can help us both. And you also located in Canada, but you do help people from all around the world.
That's correct. So Apple is the inspiration of Doggone Nutrition. So I've been doing dog nutrition counseling for over 15 years now. And as Vessi said, I'm also a registered dietitian, which I've been practicing for almost, scary enough, 30 years. In my mind, I'm 25, but you know.
Oh my God, that's a long time.
I know. That just shows my age. But as I said, mentally, 25.
That's the most important. And even my boy here, it's back and he's saying, really? I don't believe it. I just, Ali. Oh my God. This is so cute and so adorable. That's really amazing. Yay. Wow, so that's really special and really unique, a long time. And so how everything happened, I mean, I know that you help humans, but how did you decide to go through the pet field for people who didn't listen to our first podcast?
Oh, sure. Yeah. So quick story. About 16 years ago, one of my human clients came to see me, and she'd been seeing me for a long time. And she had 2 dogs, and she said, oh, I could really use some help with my dogs. One was very overweight, unfortunately, and I cannot remember for the life of me what the other concern was with her other dog. So anyways, I helped them. And I thought, wow, I mean, I should do this for real. And away and went. I started Doggone Nutrition and thought, why not?
I love it.
I mean, we want our dogs to be as healthy as our humans. And so unfortunately, dog food is just very, very processed. It's actually more processed than human processed foods.
Wow.
So we want Apple's wearing her heart shirt because we want dogs to have a healthy heart just like humans. And interesting little stat, did you know that 31% of dog owners are less likely to die of heart disease and stroke?
Wow, I didn't know that. That's pretty huge percent.
That's very interesting. So we want to eat well, not only for humans, but dogs have to eat well. So we'll take Apple as an example. So every day she has salmon, which is important because it's got the omega-3, so that's really good for a heart health diet because you want healthy fats. So not only can dogs eat that, but the humans should be also eating salmon. And then obviously it's very important. I call them the 4 F's. So fiber is one of them as well. So not only humans should be eating healthy grains, but dogs can eat healthy grains. So Apple enjoys brown rice and quinoa. And what else do you like? You like whole wheat pasta. And the good thing is Apple only speaks Spanish, so she has no idea what I'm saying.
I know. I love this part about her friends. So she doesn't speak English, which is great.
Because if I said the words in Spanish, she'd be kicking and jumping up and down because she thinks that she'd be getting those foods. But no, no.
I love it. I love it.
And then, so yeah, so the first F is fiber, and then the other F is the fat. So as we talked about, like the omega-3, so coming from salmon because it's both dog friendly and human friendly. And then fish, so that's another F. So ironically, we killed two birds with one stone by having the omega-3, the healthy fats from the fish. And the last one is fitness. So not only important for, you know, for humans to go, it doesn't actually have to be at the gym, but you could take your dog for a run, and not only is the dog getting exercise, so is the human. So it really does play a role with the dogs and the dog owner. So that could be reason why the stat is what the stat is, because the number one death for humans is heart disease. So just get a dog and be healthy.
Yes, I love that. I absolutely love that. Get a dog and, be healthy. Yeah, I love this. And so I also know that nutrition are important. And, what would you recommend to people? I remember in our first podcast, and also we did a Instagram live, I remember you shared the tip that about the water, that it's not our four babies, they don't need to drink water all day long, and it depends even of where they live, like especially people who live like me in Florida, being so hot all year round. So I was really impressed, and I would encourage people. I will make sure I add this podcast episode below in the description, friends, so you can check it out. Really interesting. But what else about nutrition? Because there are a lot of people like me, I honestly would consider I don't know much about nutrition. So if you have to teach 7-year-old person / Vasi, what would you tell us?
Yeah, so I mean, as you know, I don't only teach dog owners about nutrition. I do have humans that come see me, and not only because of the pandemic, but just for logistic reasons. Another dietitian and myself, we actually put together a program called StrongHeart Nutrition, as the theme continues on with the dogs to the humans, hence Apple's heart shirt. And so it's a self-paced 4 different modules all about preventing and lowering cholesterol. So you get a lot of good tips in there, like just from the basics of understanding what cholesterol is, different cooking techniques. It blows people away. We've had the first run of it, and we had feedback saying, wow, I never even thought about cooking that food in that way. I mean, I've always eaten, I can't remember what one of them was, but like, let's just say Brussels sprouts, and I never even imagined to cook it in a different way. So there's a whole array of different tips, and whether, you have a family, or you live alone, or you have a roommate, we've got you covered. We even have everything in there, from someone who's vegan to a meat eater. We have a whole array of different tips. So It's really individualized. Yeah.
Wow, that's really good. I hope that you can share with us also, the class, so I can add it to the description if you like. That's up to you, but it's important. And now, especially with spring coming up, a lot of people still who live in cold places. By the way, how it's in Canada? Is it chilly? Because I see that you live.
Yeah, so Vancouver is usually warmer than the rest of the country. We're closer to Seattle, right? So we have very similar weather to Seattle. But unfortunately, we have an Arctic air that has come in, and we actually have the same temperature as Toronto right now. No snow like Toronto, but the same temperature.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's very unusual. Yeah, it definitely plays a role in climate change, unfortunately.
It reminds me, like in Florida, we were joking here with the people who have been living here a long time. It's like we are so used to having like a short winter. I don't know what happened this winter, but it was a long time being actually really cold. And I'm like, we don't have jackets to support this. And then my daughter, she's so used to short sleeve. She's like, Mama, why do I need a jacket? I'm like, because it's winter. in Florida, you need a jacket, and the babies too. I mean, some babies, Apple has a really wonderful fur, but it gets cold for them as well.
Oh, absolutely. She has a winter puffer jacket because, I don't know all breeds, but this breed definitely gets very cold very easily. She's so tiny.
She is. How many pounds is she? Or kilograms?
In kilograms, I think it's about no, I think it's 0.8 kilograms.
Okay.
I think it's like 3 pounds.
Yeah.
3 pounds is 0.8, I believe.
Yeah.
She is very tiny.
She is. Yeah, she's little pumpkin. Little pumpkin.
Yeah.
Cutie.
Calabasa. She likes pumpkin. She eats
Uh-huh.
pumpkin every day too.
By the way, how did you decide to speak to her on Spanish?
Oh, because I always wanted to learn Spanish. And when you take the dog to the dog park, especially in my area, no one is speaking Spanish. So she actually listens to me where everyone's saying the same commands in English.
Smart woman, very smart. And yeah, I had this time of my life when I wanted to learn Spanish, and I'm like, well, and it's never too late, but I said to myself, let's first master English.
Oh yeah, I was born in Vancouver and I still have grammar issues, so English is very challenging.
It is very challenging. And I tell people in Europe, they teach us British English. No one teaches us American English with slang, and then you come here and then you face all of the, like accents. So sometimes, it can be pretty challenging. That's what it is. It can be pretty challenging.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But Apple likes the Spanish better. Right, Apple? Yeah, Apple, your manzanita.
So cute. So cute. And what else as a tips can you give us here? What would you like to share?
Let's talk about the water, because you're right. That is actually really important. So basic hydration for dogs, it's really simple. It's 1 ounce per pound. So this way, you don't have to do a lot of math there. However, in areas like Florida or anywhere around the world where it's super hot, even sometimes all year round, like Costa Rica, they need 3 to 4 ounces per pound. So it's almost 3 to 4 times the amount of water, depending on, the temperature, how active your dog is, how often it goes outside, just to be on the safe side, because just like humans, dogs are at risk for dehydration, and they're actually more at risk for dehydration. It doesn't matter what type of breed it is, just dogs in general, unfortunately. So it was very scary in my neck of the woods last summer, because we had a huge heat wave, which is just unheard of out here. And people out here are not equipped. We don't have air conditioning. Like, it's just not a normal thing. I didn't even take Apple outside because it was very sad, but dogs got heat stroke within 10 minutes and ended up in the hospital. So we really don't want to go there. Yeah.
That's serious stuff.
Yeah. So Apple was urinating a lot, but I was okay with that because we did not want her to be dehydrated. So she had 4 times the amount of water that she normally had. And there was no issue of her consuming it. She drank it.
Oh, I'm sure she really enjoyed it. And I know, and said, Mommy, thank you for saving me here. I've been so hot. Oh my God. So amazing. So amazing. And then I want to ask you also, so are there any other tips, you would like to share? I know that you can talk for hours and days.
Yes. So another thing that I think is also really important, and I don't know where this comes from, and it's very interesting whenever I talk to veterinarians, because they're always on, my page. It's just a different level of understanding. Is that there is some type of theory out there, and this is false, by the way, that dogs are only supposed to eat twice a day. We always, the vets and I always think, where is this coming from? So to be honest, if your dog is a puppy, ideally, and I understand it's not always realistic, so always help dog owners sort of figure out their schedule so it works within their schedule and their dog's schedule. Ideally they should be eating 5 to 6 meals a day, and as they age, optimally 4 meals a day, and even three is better than two. So just think of a toddler, because basically dogs' gut health are like toddlers for life. And you would never feed your toddler once in the morning and then once at night.
Wow. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we feed them more. So that's the same with the fur
Yep.
babies. I didn't know that. By the way, thank you. This is very valuable information. Wow.
Well, even take Apple, for example. And I mean, I get it. Not all dogs are, small breeds between, 3 to 6 pounds, but especially small dogs. Can you imagine giving her large meals only twice a day? I mean, she's tiny. She wouldn't be
Yeah.
able to digest all that, right,
Yeah.
Apple? Yeah, you like your 4 meals a day, don't you? And she knows what time it is when she knows when it's meal time. She reminds me if I'm on a Zoom meeting, that's for sure.
Oh, wow. So she just, mommy,
Oh
I'm
yeah, she
hungry.
starts jumping up and down.
Oh my God, that's so funny. This
It's
is such a,
hilarious.
yeah, it
She
is.
thinks she thinks she's human for about 5 minutes to remind me.
Oh my God, that's really funny, my friend. Oh my God, that's really amazing. I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
Wow.
so overall for the average dog, it's definitely better to consume 4 meals a day. It's better for their digestion and their overall metabolism, just like humans.
Very interesting. Wow. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's really very like educational. Yeah, very educational. Awesome, awesome. And is there anything else you may would like to share?
Yeah, I think also people don't understand, if they're making whole foods, they're like, oh, it's so bland. But you got to remember, their taste buds are very different than a human's taste buds. It's kind of like a baby, where you give very bland food to a baby. As a human, we think it's bland, but for them, it's a party in their mouth. And things like spices are toxic anyways for dogs. So, I mean, you can actually use herbs. There's nothing wrong with using herbs in your cooking. Like if you wanted to um, roast some vegetables without salt and spices, but put on, basil and oregano, I mean, you can go nuts. But for them, they really do have extraordinary taste buds compared to a human. So just think about it. The more plain it is, the more party in the mouth for the dog.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Wow, it's again because it's not my field, so I don't really know much. And that's why I'm like, so like interested of learning new things. And I'm so grateful when you said, oh, Vasia, I will come. I'm going to come to the show. So thank you again, for coming today and sharing with us so much value information. Like really, really amazing. And you
Absolutely.
and then you also mentioned that November, I'm sorry, you also mentioned that March, it's the nutrition month.
Oh yes, so March is Nutrition Month. Yep. Yep. So we're definitely going to be giving you a whole array of tips for the whole month of March. It's going to be super exciting. Sort of the celebration of dietitians.
Awesome. Yay, yay. That's
Yay.
really great.
And
And
the dogs will benefit too.
yeah, yeah, for sure. And then can you tell people where they can find you?
For sure. So if you're interested in dog nutrition counseling, which I really do try and hone in on how to transition from dog food to whole natural foods, because it's super confusing. And now with the internet, all my clients are like, I tried Googling this, but I'm now even more confused. Not to
Mhm.
worry. I read hardcore journal articles by veterinarians, so I can help you weed out all of the quote unquote garbage and give you the good stuff for your dog. So you have a happy, healthy dog like mine. So I can be reached at dogonnutrition.com. Or if you're interested in the human side, whether it's for basic nutrition counseling or you're interested in the StrongHeart Nutrition program, then you can reach me at Ali, that's my name, ALI, at nutritionatitsbest.com, or go to my website and fill out the form.
Wonderful, wonderful. And I want to thank you so much, Ali, for coming today with us and, giving us so much of your knowledge. It's just truly, always such a pleasure, to learn new things, because it's definitely really at least I'm excited, and I know that you'll be back with us and teaching us and showing us. And I would encourage you, friends, go check in our podcast description. You're going to be able to find Ali's information. Go say hi to her, and just, learn new things, because definitely what you're sharing with us, it's really, truly very valuable. Like our fur babies deserve it all. And that's the most important. So thank you very much, Ali. It's always a pleasure, getting together. And thank you so much to little Apple, who is a smart kid. She's adorable. Thank you.
And just so you know, I do give free tips once a week on my Instagram, Nutrition Unique for Dogs. So I do give free dog nutrition tips every Wednesday. And I encourage people to email me if they don't want to use my services and get for free. They can send me their questions, and I'd be more than happy to answer their question every Wednesday. Or for human tips, I also put that on Instagram. And again, they can email me, and I do that twice a week as well. So that's another way, if they don't want to pay for my services, I totally understand, but at least they could get some questions answered.
Do you even have time to sleep?
Yes, we sleep.
Because that's a lot of things. I mean, again, people, they don't realize behind the scenes, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. That's what it is. It's behind the scenes. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort, and we're worth it, but still a lot of work. But we thank you.
Well, we make it a priority. So Apple goes to bed at 9 and I go to bed at 9:30, but we get up at 5 so that we can get the day going.
Wow, so you go to sleep really early then?
Well, yeah. Otherwise we wouldn't make it. Oh, even she would not like to get up at 5 otherwise.
Oh my God.
And then you know how dogs are. Day in the life. She'll take a nap and I'll go to the gym.
Oh my God. Wow. And so it's what, so you wake up at 5 in the morning?
I do, yes.
Every day?
Except on the weekends.
Yeah. Oh my God. I admire it. That it's called dedication. That's what
that's right. Yeah, it's called dedication, so that I can get the gym in and proceed with my day.
Oh,
because just like you, how you're on Eastern time, I also work with a lot of people back east. So this way, by 5 a.m. it's already 8 a.m. with you guys. So
yes, it is. It is. It's but I try to be aware, with people, and just really I try to know, okay, your different time zone and etc. I mean, and we only 3 hours, but like UK, it's 5. Like Bulgaria.
Well, and for me, it's even more. Yeah. So for me, at 7 a.m. is actually good time for me to get a hold of people in London, England that I deal with, because it's like around 3 o'clock for them. So it works out well.
Oh my God. I admire.
So I catch all the time zones.
Oh my God. Yeah, you do. So thank you very much for coming today on the show again. Friends, please leave a comment, share. I hope you enjoy. For those of you who listen the audio version of it, this is your friend Vasi, and this is amazing Ali, and Miss Apple, and go say hi to both of them on their Instagram or website. Check out the wonderful tips. By the way, I know the tips. You can also find them. Sometimes you tag us. So on Wednesdays typically are your days when you post for the fur babies. That one I know. So thank you again. It has been a pleasure seeing you both, and I will see you soon. So thank you so much. Thank you. And
thank you.
Bye.
Adios.
Adios. Thank you for listening this podcast episode. I hope you really enjoyed it. You learned some new tips and tricks. You got inspired. Please go look at the description of the podcast. Follow our guest speaker. Say hi from Pet Pix Academy show. If you'd like to learn more, go to our website, Pet Pix Academy. Check out our free classes. We have a bunch. Make sure you don't miss our coming up events, virtual events. It's going to be a lot of fun. Check our calendar and don't forget, share with your friends. And the end of the day, what matters is to share the beauty, the adventure, the love, the pet fashion to the world. And if you'd like to be part of Pet Pix, be on our show, don't forget, reach out to us. We are looking forward to meeting you and your babies.